only got about 3 or 4 hours tonight, but so it's not going to be a long one. But I thought I'd get in and see about continuing to work on the front of my base. Maybe put more things to rights. Most things have been fine. I don't think we need to deal with food yet. I think the bots probably fixed up all the stuff in here that was shot up. Oh, no, I lost an assembler. Or, no, I lost a refinery. Right? Yeah, lost a refinery completely. Wow. But those bots are super chunk. So after the destruction of yesterday, which you can watch yesterday's stream if you want to see about that, I put up this defensive grid, which I might extend further. Okay, well, this hasn't happened in the last couple of days, so... Huh. I wonder what's different. Oh, it went back to full screen. Of course, I still have to exit and all of that, but and we'll fix this visual issue in a minute. The Miranda survivors crashed over here. We hacked them. Well, not actually hacked them, but crashed. Got them cut down and basically turned them into this ship, which has 18 when we finally get enough superconductors. 18 build and repair bots on it, which is why that refinery went up in seconds. It's almost creative level stuff, so I'm gonna have to exit out and come back to fix this visual thing. Good. Settings still set. So I think I want to extend that framework. But I was also thinking, right when I was logging off last night, I noticed I have almost 1 million iron ingots. And that's just ingot. Because of the mining I did. So I was thinking I might fill up this new scrapping ship and take it over to with iron ingots. I might hack on an assembler and go to some stations who buy steel plate and see how much steel plate I can sell. I'll bring the ingots and just make steel plate. So as I was saying, this ship is basically the new jump platform. The old jump platform got wasted by the reavers. So two things. One being extending this frame with more turrets. Although right now, also coming up with a different docking method for this ship, because this was just thrown on in order to I can lose Berserk and that. Right. So anyway, like I was saying, yeah, so we could extend this some more and maybe give it some more redundancies. But I think I'm going to end up having I don't actually know if that ship will bit out through this hole or not. I may want to go out to the wall here. In fact, I think that's the first thing I'll do. But we'll need some steel plate for that. If I take the vertical supports out, put the let me put these horizontal supports in. Then we can run conveyors. Jeez, okay, they got it. You gotta run conveyors along this. And yet add yet even more turrets. I mean, this kind of was the original plan for the base anyway. Was to cover over this entire chunk, so we need to leave a much bigger opening for big ships like that to get in and out. But we can pink up the right. Just gotta go grab that. Grind, grind, grind. There we go. From the last 2 days. Aside from the fact that I have to keep telling NVIDIA to optimize the thing. Yeah, I think I wasn't running Discord at all last time. Hey, Max. Alright, I've shut Discord off. I've ensured the settings are correct. And now I just need to think. Okay, cool. I even have the pink. So let's tell the bots to get rid of this, which will help with our ability to get that ship out. And then we'll pull, let's see. Yeah. Maybe I should kill that. Oh, I guess I kind of went one too low here. But it is what it is. Oh, right. I guess having you be able to watch me do this would help. So I just replaced the two vertical supports with horizontal supports, but now I'm wondering if this is out of the bot's build area, which I guess I can just see by yep. All right. Well, that's the wrong block, but okay, whatever. Yeah, their radius is as big as it gets. If we look at their settings, width, height, and depth are all maxed as it is. But we need some lighting. Just gonna put there. And then where was that one? About here? I think that's right. Sure. Yeah, that's the limit in that direction. So we need to think about usage and whatnot. I should pull conveyor out. I have a few steel plate. Alright, let's get a welder and just weld those up. Might actually be getting to that. Nope, that one last one. Now, the thing I'm not really looking forward to doing is bringing the floor out, but we need the floor because this big pit here. Huh. There's a gyro. A mini gyro. How cute. Mainly defenses at this point. I am gonna take a fat load of steel plate out and sell it, but I know that the two measly turrets I had on here, basically where these turrets are now, were not enough, and we lost our big array, and almost immediately the first thing they did was took out the like 5 turrets I had there. So and that super gremlin is rather close, so maybe getting turrets up, more turrets, is a good idea. But I want them up. Okay, he's flying away. It's still sketchy. Yep.
Energy low.
Now maybe I should have put cargo containers under each one to give them a little self-storage, but yeah. Yeah, I'm using the nano build and repair nanobots. I'm using, well, in the end there'll be 18 of them on that ship.
Energy critical.
The idea being that I'll just take that ship to a wreck and suck it into the ship, into my cargo boxes quickly. But it's handy to have while you're building as well. The only problem is with 18 of them, it doesn't give you much of a chance to undo mistakes when you mistakenly place a block wrong. Alright. Now let's get cap.
Inventory full. No energy.
Damn. Yeah, my biggest problem with wall turrets is that replacement. I was just talking about that, how I ought to put a cargo box under them, but I'm kind of hoping that I can just redundancy the cargo, because they're not going to actually go for the conveyor lines. Like, they're not actually going to try to shoot the conveyor lines. So as long as they don't, like if they break this one, everybody's still good except for this guy. If they blow up this one all the way through to the conveyor line, which is actually 2 layers deep, maybe there'll be a problem. But that's actually more quickly repairable. And having the cargo boxes means I have to manage that, which I guess I could set up Izzy's to keep things in those boxes. But I could also bring conveyor lines back through other ways and continue to create redundancies. Yeah, Ramboli, after yesterday's I won't call it a fiasco, although because I ended up with way more resources, but I also ended up with lots of holes in the ground and lots of repairs and cleanup to do. I'm just I wasn't really ready for the addition of all of the big hostels, so I am now fixing that issue. But yeah, I could put some cargo boxes out here. That would probably be a good idea. I was intentionally leaving the underside bare, figuring that most of these guys aren't going to come down underneath and start shooting my conveyors. And hopefully with the turrets I've got now, they're not going to even make it that far. But yeah, so assault cannon, assault cannon, 20. Assault cannon. Like, I feel like if that same Miranda survivor ship were to show up here again, that we might actually win, especially with all the turrets set to propulsion the way they are. Yes, I could. I'll go get the pink. This, of course, is ruining me for building, having these bots. Let's just do one there and one there. And yeah, if we have some cargoes kind of in line, then even if it breaks, we end up with supplies. Okay, grids. Still grids. There's a lot of grids up in here, that's for sure. Alright, but now we've got a little bit of programming to do. I've got a make sure that all of these are set properly. All right. That bit's done. Let's look at our defense controller really quick. Do we need to add? Nope. Defend against enemies and neutrals, actually. Don't show up if you're not green. And then we need Let's look at that broadcast controller again real quick. Faction. Everyone, since Max isn't in the faction. He should know when the moon base is being attacked. All right. There was something else. Oh, right. All these new cargo boxes. Server problems. Okay. I think the reboot might be different because it didn't. I think that might be the reboot. I think this might be the reboot because we didn't get a reboot last night at the usual time. As I stated at the very beginning, I've only got 3 or 4 hours tonight. So I won't be on for, well, 3 hours now. Got 3 hours from basically now. Yeah, it didn't happen at 1 a.m. Neither in any time zone. Well, rather than just sitting around, we'll check back into that in a bit. And we'll load up the other game. And Max, you can tell me when the server's back up. Hopefully. Yeah, at about the 3-hour mark of yesterday's stream is where everything went, as they say, pear-shaped. If you're interested in what happened. But I basically poked a Reaver's gigantic dangerous encounter ship and really was not prepared for the outcome of that. Right, what am I even doing here? only been a day and I don't even remember. Why am I parked here? Alright, the plan was to move to Pertum. I know that. And I hadn't decided yet whether I was going to sell this ship or fly to Pertum. I think the idea was I was going to sell this ship, and then after I have a blueprint of it. But I was going to sell it to a trader, and then drop on Pertum and either find a trader there to build the blueprint for me, or just build out the blueprint. The other option, since this is a no mining scenario, or my personal restriction on this, the other option is putting together a whatever, a jump drive would be a serious issue. So if the server says it's back up, I'm actually more invested in doing that, because this is going to be more driving or flying around, hoping for a trade station to spawn. Well, that seemed to have gone up quite quickly, so we'll see how much rollback there was. Hopefully not too much. Alright, so how far back are we? We've got all the cargoes in. Okay, we didn't get any of this. Reset, so we need to make sure that all of these settings are on all of the turrets. We need to go to the AI. Defensive controller. Defend against enemies and neutrals. with weapons. Never flee. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh right, and I was gonna make that faction for the broadcast. I guess faction only since Max is back in. Alright. And the AI defensive controller is already set to use the broadcast controller to send those things. So now we gotta figure out which ones are the ammo ones. And I think it's most of them. $12, $11, $10, $9, $13. 9 is the lowest so far. $7. I think most of the small cargo on this, and this is going to be 6, is 4. Okay. Alright. Let's go sit in our cockpit again here. I guess it's all of these. And then we need to go through all of these. And put like, I don't know, 100 of each. In. I think it's medium caliber ammo for the but I don't know which one is the Gatling ammo. Is it the NATO 25 by 184? Does anyone know? I suspect it is. Okay, so let's go look in this one and see if Why? Oh, because it has the word ammo in it. Okay, we've got to fix that. But I still don't see a Gatling ammo crate in here. So I'm still confused. $25 by $184. Yes, that's the one. Okay. So if we copy this and we take it to each of these, we need magnesium. And unfortunately, I have no miners at this point. It should just be 100, 100, 100. And it should keep everything else out of it. But our main issue is actually magnesium. So we need to print a new miner. are you guys able to weld this up? Oh, I get it. That should actually be just fine as it is. Maybe a little back. Yeah, we do not need you here, sir. Bring it back maybe that far. Yeah, that should be printable. Although if I just attach it, I think I won't need to print it. Although I have a thruster comp issue. Which I will need to go deal with somehow. And I think the way to deal with it is to find anything with thruster comps on this ship and yoink them. Actually, I'm gonna pink off all of the ions on that ship. Except I crashed. So still, what's different? There's nothing different. Two days of no crashes. So as I was saying, I'm gonna pink off all of the ion thrusters on Scrappy Doo. Which, speaking of which, I need to find a coloring. So it looks like in some images his color is green. but in others it's blue. Right, first we're going to check and see, okay, still full screen window, so that's cool. We need to get that pink. Did I give you guys the thruster comps to build this ship out completely? Looks like it. What's the difference? And why won't NVIDIA app keep my settings? I have to re-optimize for low levels every time. I'm curious what the difference is too, because last night or yesterday when I streamed, I had no problems. I just don't know what could possibly be different. We're going to need a lot of magnesium to properly defend ourselves. We're good on the steel, on the iron. Alright, I was gonna cut this off. There we go. Now let's get our bearings here. Hope we can actually get out the door. Although I don't think I have an action relay on this. Nope. Oh. Although the door's action relay didn't actually work. What the heck? What could possibly be different? I was running the task manager all the time last time. Yes, I want to actually keep the settings all the way, keep the settings, not just keep them once. Right. I was gonna put a... I was gonna verify this action relay. Well, that makes sense. We've apparently got 2 hours, but I'm gonna grab some uranium, which, man, that Reaper ship gave me over a K of refined uranium ingots. Oh, I never reset that thing. Alright, cool. So we should actually have... magnesium over there. I still want to go do something to try out Scrappy Doo now. Well, I've crashed about 6 times since she left. Oh, we've got Reavers. late. Time to run back to my defenses. Hopefully everybody's armed up well enough. Come on. Why are the turrets not firing? All right. I think that worked. Although, who knows, we probably lost our... Huh. Maybe not. Hopefully this is a good vein. Probably do a couple loads of this magnesium, and then we can work on maybe cleaning that up if it hasn't been cleaned up. Okay, GPU temp was 51, 12 watts, 0.6 volts. Yeah, it was all good. Alright, I'm just going to reboot it. So I will be back in just a moment. Accounts payable department, Nina speaking. Just